back to my channel. For those of you that are new, welcome. And welcome back to another barn update. I'm actually in my tack room right now, so that's why it's a little echoey, because we don't have much stuff in here. But in my last video, you guys saw that we got the saddle racks up, we have the feeder up. I went to Tractor Supply last night, and I got some more stuff, because the stalls are really getting close to being done here soon, because of what we're gonna do today in this vlog. But I got new salt block holders. I got some more new grooming tools and stuff like that. So I got a bunch of stuff from there. Didn't really get much from Rural King. I just got another aluminum shield because I love this stuff. And then I got another roll-on fly spray. I'm obsessed with fly repellent. And then I got these really cute little containers from Target. So this is gonna be kind of how my system is for things. So this one just will hold my dewormer, vet wrap, and I have more vet wrap in my trailer, and then just some miscellaneous stuff. I have to get so many more of these. I just wanted to kind of see how they looked. I got this new like foaming soap, I don't know, from Vetericent. I think it was really cool. So, and I got a new face brush because my old one got covered in Duracell, so it's like stained blue. So I just got these. I ordered my shelf that will go here. Well, it's actually like a cabinet that will go here, but I just put the treats in this little jar and our feed scoops up here. And I finally was able to find a 4th trash can, so I'm super happy about that. So Trigger Louie's and Cash's feed is in there. And then we've got Blaze's feed, cow feed, and Stewie's feed. So finally we have all the feed in here, so I'm super excited about that. We just have the cat's feed that's not in here yet. I'm still trying to figure out my system for that. So moving on to the outside. We cleaned up a little bit more out here. We still have a huge mess. We have all of our concrete still, and then the stall mattresses. Today we have to work on the concrete. So that's today's mission. In my previous videos, a lot of you guys kept asking what we were gonna do about this gap. So our plan was never to leave the gap there. As you guys can see, we have concrete. So the concrete goes up 4 inches. So that's why we had to make everything level with the concrete. So now we're basically filling those gaps with concrete. So no horses get their hoofs stuck underneath or anything like that. And this will also help keep the stall mattress secured to it. So that's what we have to do today. And then we also are going to concrete this area and put in drainage for our AC unit that will go out from underneath and then out and under the concrete. And then this week we will get the bedding in, and I'm so excited because then horses can come in. So let's just get right to work, you guys. If you guys are excited for everything that's going to happen in today's video, go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel down below. Make sure you turn on those post notifications so you don't miss any of these videos. And let's just get right into building. Alright, so we just loosely started making the forms right here and here. We just need to make that little corner area. So these don't necessarily need to be perfect because this is all going to be under the stall mattresses, so you won't even see the concrete. But we do want to make it as uniform as possible just because. But we are starting on our first forms. Alright, so we have the forms laid in this first stall, and then also on the other side because we needed it to do the middles. So this second stall, and then just to back here. We're gonna go ahead and try to see if this actually works and how hard it is to actually get the concrete back there before we continue on. So wish us luck really quick. So we've got the concrete and the water in, and now we got this cool tool for the drill that we're gonna just mix it. Super watery, so he's gonna add more, and basically this is the concrete process. Alright, you guys, so it's been many hours. And this has been a project. This is definitely not our wheelhouse either that much, but we're figuring things out. So all the concrete is laid on this side and some on the other side. But after doing this, we have decided that we're only going to continue on doing the backs because it really doesn't make sense. Well, it's just not necessary to do in the middle of the stalls because we're filling this all with the rocks and then the stall mattresses. So it's not necessarily necessary to do that, and it's just taking up a lot of time. So we're gonna continue obviously to do the backs, so no rocks like go outside of the barn, and also it'll stop most water if any type of water from outside of the barn comes in, but it shouldn't regardless. But we're just doing this as a preventative. So we're gonna continue just doing all the concrete on the back. I'm gonna not do concrete here, and this will just be a special stall, but yeah, so we're gonna keep on working. So this is what it looks like on the other side of the stall technically, and this is in the second stall. So now we've just formed out the back, so as you can see, that'll just go straight across rather than turning here to cover underneath the stall, because we're just gonna put rocks underneath it. You'll see. But for now, we're just gonna keep on. So it is day 2 of this vlog, and as you can see, there's stuff behind me and next to me. So if you guys saw my last video, we got so much hay, to be exact, 100 bales of hay. So we're kind of letting the barn get used now a little bit, because this area is where our hay storage is gonna be. We still have the rest of this hay to stack over here. So yeah, we have to do that first, and then we can get back and we're gonna take off the concrete forms to see if our concrete worked. We didn't finish it all yesterday. We wanted to see how that was gonna look, and then we'll move on and continue to concrete. Woohoo! So there it is. It works the way that we wanted it to, I think. Pretty much. So this is pretty much what it's looking like. It's pretty much done exactly what we wanted it to do. So that's awesome. We just have that little bit right there to peel off. That one's just screwed in. And now we're gonna go over to this stall and do the same thing. So now we're gonna take off this side. It looks so cool.
Tell us for your concrete needs.
Yeah, right? Guys, concrete is not our thing really, but
No,
pretty proud that we were able to figure this out. There we go. So no hoofs will get stuck underneath there.
That's the real star of the show.
Yeah, that was really nice. Check that out. So you're not gonna be able to see any of this anyways, regardless. So this is kind of just for extra protection. This is all gonna be covered by the stall mattresses. All right, you guys, so as you guys saw yesterday, technically in my time, we had gotten these done. So this is completely hardened concrete right here. This is the first stall. And then the second stall, so this is all hardened. And then that's hardened too. We just didn't take the form off of that because that goes into the third stall, which we concreted today. And now we just wrapped up doing all of the concrete because everything is formed and concreted. So now we just have to concrete this side, which this is going to be a lot easier and I would say more fun, because we don't have to try to get it into like these little small gaps like we were all over here. So now we get to do this. So really quickly before we put the concrete over here, we are gonna put the pipes in because we are actually doing a drain for our AC. As you can see, this is our little makeshift drain. We just have our old screw buckets, but we are gonna go ahead and put the drain through the dirt and out the barn, and then it'll be concreted over. So we're just gonna do the base of it, and then later on, we'll do the actual long pipes for everything. So Mike's outside there, as you can see, he's moving it around. So it's definitely outside of the barn, so that's perfect. So this is basically the idea. It's gonna be shorter, and we still have other things that we have to do to this still to make it all make sense. But this is the idea for now, so that we can just go ahead and concrete the inside. So this is what it's basically gonna look like, and it'll be covered in concrete. Obviously, this will be nice and firm in there. And then it'll go up to the AC unit and we'll have proper drainage. So now that the drain is in place, it's time to concrete this little storage area. All right, y'all, so it is almost 12 a.m. It's 11:45, and the concrete is finally done. It looks really good. We're not professionals, but I'm really happy with it. And for some reason, it's made this little storage area look a lot larger than it did with just the dirt. So I'm super excited for this little area so that we have a place to store all of our livestock stuff. All right, you guys, so this is gonna be our final day in the barn for this vlog. So I wanna show you how the concrete settled. It doesn't look perfect, obviously, like the other concrete because professionals did the other concrete, but it turned out really nice, so I'm gonna show you that. And then this last day of the vlog, we really need to clean up the barn because there's a big mess everywhere. We're gonna finish up the tack, and we're gonna finish up some small things in the tack room so that hopefully in my next barn update video, we will be installing all of the stall flooring. So we wanna get the barn completely ready so that we can do that and there not be like a huge mess. So let's just move on with today. So this is how the concrete looks. It actually looks really nice, and it looks like super awesome that this is like a little storage area. It looks like it was super meant to be, which, I mean, it technically was. Some parts of it settled maybe a little bit more than others, but it looks really good. So I'm pleased by it. We'll do something on top of it so that it doesn't look as rocky, but other than that, I'm really happy with it. Looks really cool. And then it is a little bit loud because our AC, but the pipe is in the ground, so then we will have to just connect this into a drainage system and then it'll be nice and perfect. So this is the idea. I'm just gonna show you why we kind of have this area. So for things like this, and this fits perfectly, and then there's room for more. We're gonna have our traps and our chicken cages and anything other livestock that's gonna go there. But as you guys can see how spacious it is, because with that cart, which is a fairly large cart, we still have all this room. So yeah, I'm excited about this area. We have to clean out the old shed and put the stuff that's in here, and then stuff from our horse trailer that came from the old barn. That'll all go in here, and then we're thinking of making like one of our stall doors and putting it here. Oh my gosh, you guys, it feels so good. The barn is really clean now. We just still obviously have our tools that we're working with still. I love this little area because we can actually start to like push some stuff back into here just even while we're working, just as like a clean workspace. We brought in the top of the mats because, like I said, hopefully in the next update we'll be working on these because we're preparing the stalls. So I've just gone in and I've pretty much cleaned up the stalls of like debris. I still need to clean Trigger's old poop in there from when we first got the barn before there was anything in it, and I recorded a video. I need to clean that just so the floor is as sanitary as possible before we put the flooring down. But I've just cleaned up pretty much everything. We have this baseboard still, which we have to install in the tack room. And then obviously we have the forms up in this stall still. So we're just gonna go around and take all the forms off, and then the concrete will officially be done. And as you guys saw, Mike moved all of our extra concrete over. So we do have a lot of concrete left, so we may start on the wash rack sooner than later. We still have to put a drain in and everything like that, but this has been our little storage area right now because obviously it's not a working wash rack. There's nothing really that's happening in here. So we've just been putting all of our extra wood supplies and such, but it's not that big of a mess, and we still have to use all of our pipes and stuff, so this will get cleared out eventually. It's so much nicer now having a clean workplace to work in again. When we first started the build, it wasn't as messy in here. Like, it looked like it does now, but we've gotten so messy because of the concrete and everything. And then our flooring is just in the middle of everything, so we're excited. And we have to still get the metal out of these stalls and Mike is starting to take the forms off over here. This is on the other side of our little storage area, and you can see the concrete perfectly goes right underneath there, so it looks really good. Super excited about this. Mike will take the form off for us. We can see how satisfying it is. Wow, and it's concreted. Pretty cool. All right, you guys, so that pretty much wraps it up for this barn update and getting the stalls set up for the flooring, and it's all back there. We've organized it, and now in the next video we should be starting the flooring, which is super exciting. So if you guys are excited for that or just excited about this barn update, go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel down below. Make sure you turn on those post notifications so you don't miss any of these videos, and of course have a chance to my post notification shout out. Today's shout out goes to, all right, you guys, I love you, and I'll see you in the next one.